Starting his posting in July and accredited in September, the new UK ambassador to Thailand, Mark Yuding, is no stranger to the country, having backpacked here as a student and visited the country for work.
I've been to Thailand many times over the years. The first time I came to Thailand was in 1994 as a student backpacker, and I travelled around, and so at that point I became fascinated with Thai history, Thai culture, and fell in love with the country. And I've been back many times since then for private and professional visits. So I was very happy to get the job here.
Staying here in Bangkok with his husband, the ambassador actually arrived in Thailand several months before his post to study the Thai language.
And I was able to spend 7 months in Bangkok learning Thai. So I was exploring a lot of Bangkok. I managed to do a part of my course in Khon Kaen, in Chiang Mai, and I also got to travel to some other places as well. So as well as learning the language, I got a feel for the country and some of the food, some of the scenery, and very much enjoyed myself. I think Thailand is such a diverse country, and each province has its own distinct identity and culture. So I think clearly in Bangkok it's a very dynamic city. There's lots of life here, lots of things to do. It's exciting, it's very developed.
To prove that he has made some progress in his Thai language, His Excellency spoke some Thai.
ผมกำลังเรียนภาษาไทยแต่ภาษาไทยยากมากผมมาจากประเทศอังกฤษผมชอบพูดภาษาไทยชอบพูดกับคนไทยและกำลังเรียนแล้วผมรู้ว่าบางครั้งผมพูดผิด
Regarding bilateral relations, economic development and security are the main focus, while as an ASEAN dialogue partner, the UK is also looking to strengthen its regional role, including the situation in Myanmar.
Our ministers in the UK understood the importance of this region, both for economic and security issues. There are many sectors such as science and technology, innovation, education, services, health, where I think we can cooperate more in the years ahead. We already cooperate a lot on counter-terrorism, organised crime, regional security, and I think there's more that we can do in those areas. We have the first UK-Thailand Joint Economic and Trade Committee meeting in the next few months, and we also have our regular strategic dialogue, which should take place hopefully very soon before the end of this year. And that will set the direction for our bilateral relationship over the year ahead. I mean, we have a lot of health cooperation between the UK and Thailand, not just on COVID, but also on other illnesses, on mental health and genomics. So that is an area of real growth for us.
Among assistance provided in terms of health, the UK donated 415,000 doses of AstraZeneca vaccine to Thailand back in July.
It just shows how in COVID we have to work together internationally. And that means making the best of vaccines, but also sharing information about the spread of the disease and ideas in terms of how we can limit the spread and help treat people who catch it.
Like some other countries, the UK is also focusing on anti-climate change efforts, but this year is special for the United Kingdom as it will very soon host the UN Climate Change Conference known as COP26 in Glasgow.
So that is a big priority for us to engage with Thailand and other countries in this region on that.
With Thailand being removed from the UK's red list of countries from which travellers are required to enter quarantine upon entry on October 7th, His Excellency shed some light on this and shared how the embassy was working hard to make the lifting of travel restrictions possible.
We are opening up gradually for travel, and in respect of red listing, there are various factors behind it. It's not just about total case numbers, but in the case of Thailand, the question is about testing for variants of concern. So we're working with the Ministry of Public Health to increase the volume of testing.
Hoping that more Thais will study, visit, or even do business in the UK, Mr. Gooding highlighted diversity as a trademark of the country.
Well, for me, the UK is a real melting pot. It's very diverse. If you want an experience studying, you want academic excellence, but you also want people from around the world to gather to study with you, then the UK is the place to go. If you want to do business in a very open and sophisticated market, but where other businesses are gathered as well, then the UK is an obvious place. And some of the most interesting trips I've done around the UK have been to all the different corners, and they have very different cultures, identities, sceneries, so I would encourage people to explore.
Hatay Deshikitiranan reporting for Thai PBS World.